In this podcast episode, Shawn Mendes joins the conversation to explore the relationship between hardship and beauty in his creative process, the decision to cancel his tour for mental health reasons, and the importance of vulnerability and community support. He discusses navigating grief, the complexities of love and relationships, and the significance of authenticity in his music, all while reflecting on personal growth and the healing power of shared experiences. Mendes delves into the complexities of his life experiences, particularly how his hardest moments have intertwined with the most beautiful aspects of his journey, especially during the creation of his latest album. He candidly shares the emotional turmoil he faced while making music, often entering the studio with visible anxiety. This became a running joke among his team, who would quip that they would write a good song that day, despite his struggles. One of the most significant revelations from Mendes is his decision to cancel his tour, a choice he describes as heart-wrenching. This decision stemmed from a prolonged struggle with mental health, a challenge he has faced since he began touring at the age of 15. Mendes reflects on the immense pressure he felt, both from himself and from external expectations. Ultimately, prioritizing his mental health became the hardest yet most rewarding decision of his life, allowing him to rediscover himself and create a more balanced existence. He emphasizes the importance of diversifying his life beyond music, acknowledging that having all his eggs in one basket was detrimental to his well-being. The conversation shifts to the theme of vulnerability, where Mendes articulates the difficulty of receiving love when one is in a dark place. He underscores the importance of leaning on friends and family during tough times, sharing that he learned to ask for help instead of isolating himself. This shift in mindset allowed him to embrace his emotions and be more open with those around him. Mendes also discusses the internal struggle of wanting to appear strong while grappling with feelings of inadequacy. He emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for his life and decisions, which ultimately led to a greater sense of empowerment. He acknowledges that the hardest questions often revolve around direction and purpose, and he found solace in affirming that he was exactly where he was meant to be, even when it didn't feel that way. The podcast highlights the significance of community, particularly through Mendes' participation in a men's circle. He describes the healing power of being witnessed in pain and the mutual support that comes from sharing vulnerabilities with others. This experience reinforced the idea that healing is not a solitary journey, but one that can be shared with others, fostering deeper connections and understanding. Mendes opens up about grief, specifically regarding the loss of a close friend who passed away from an overdose. He shares the guilt he felt for not being there for his friend during his struggles and the emotional weight of not attending the funeral. Writing the song, Heart of Gold, became a cathartic process for him, allowing him to express feelings he had buried for years. The song serves as a tribute to his friend, encapsulating the love and memories they shared, and highlights the therapeutic nature of music in processing grief. Throughout the discussion, Mendes emphasizes the importance of authenticity in his music. He describes how the process of creating his album involved stripping away layers of expectation and performance, allowing the truth to emerge. This authenticity not only made the songwriting process easier, but also created a deeper connection with his audience. He reflects on the power of vulnerability in art, noting that when he allows himself to be open, it resonates more profoundly with listeners. Mendes also discusses the emotional weight of romantic relationships, noting that society often places an exaggerated value on romantic love, which can overshadow other forms of love. He expresses a realization that life is too complex to wait for a singular romantic connection, and that love can manifest in various forms, including friendships and fleeting moments. He shares a lyric from his song, highlighting the struggle of being all in or all out in relationships. Mendes acknowledges that many people relate to this experience, feeling pressured to define love in binary terms. He admits to having overvalued romantic love in the past, which led to missed opportunities for connection. Mendes emphasizes the importance of being open to love in all its forms, allowing for vulnerability and complexity in relationships. When discussing his public romantic life, particularly his relationship with Camila Cabello, Mendes reveals the challenges of navigating love under the scrutiny of the public eye. He stresses the importance of protecting their relationship from external noise and maintaining open communication. Mendes explains that honesty and over-communication have been crucial in preserving their bond, allowing them to address any misunderstandings directly rather than letting assumptions fester. Mendes reflects on the difficulty of reconciling deep emotional connections with the reality that not all relationships are meant to last. He articulates that while love can be profound, partnership requires more than just love. It necessitates compatibility and mutual support in daily life. He acknowledges the complexity of love and the ongoing journey of understanding it, suggesting that many people are still grappling with the true nature of love. The conversation shifts to the discomfort and uncertainty that often accompany love. Mendes shares his personal strategies for managing these feelings, including therapy and practical self-reflection. He emphasizes the importance of being honest with oneself and recognizing that it's okay to be unsure about relationships. Mendes encourages listeners to embrace the discomfort and uncertainty as part of the human experience. Mendes also discusses the significance of appreciating the in-between moments in life, rather than solely focusing on the highs and lows. He believes that finding joy in everyday experiences can alleviate the pressure of waiting for significant events. This perspective allows for a more fulfilling life, where love and connection can be found in the mundane. The topic of dreaming about an ex arises, with Mendes noting that such dreams are common and often reflect the mind's struggle to process past relationships. He emphasizes the importance of understanding that these feelings are part of the healing process and that they do not necessarily indicate a desire to return to the past. Mendes shares insights on trusting one's inner voice and intuition, particularly when faced with difficult decisions. He believes that following one's instincts is crucial, even if it leads to discomfort. He encourages listeners to embrace the journey of self-discovery and to be open to the lessons that come from navigating uncertainty. An emotional moment occurs when Mendes is surprised with a heartfelt letter from his sister. The letter expresses her pride in him and gratitude for his authenticity and vulnerability in his music. Mendes is visibly moved, highlighting the importance of family support and the deep connections that can be forged through shared experiences. In the final segment, Mendes reflects on the best and worst advice he's received, defining his current purpose as being committed to honesty and authenticity. He shares a message of gratitude for his fans, encouraging them to embrace the emotional journey of his new album. Mendes concludes by emphasizing the importance of speaking one's truth, suggesting that open communication can lead to deeper connections and understanding.